Good afternoon, everybody. JitteryJay here. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Next up today, we're checking out XFM, the Ricky Gervais Show, Series 2, Episode 23. This comes to us from the script inside, of course, so there's nowhere to put a like and subscribe. That throws me off every single time. Anyway, all these guys' links will be in the description below. All their socials that I could find anyway, so you can go follow them if you want. That being said, let's get into this and see what this episode's about this week. See if there's any features they don't get to, since they were rushed for time last week, or the week before last, and he never finished his story, what he was talking about. Anyway, let's get it.
There you go, feeder, just the way I'm feeling, XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. We've got a great show lined up this week, haven't we?
Go on, what have you got planned?
Well, I've got songs from David Bowie, Thin Lizzy, Gene, AC/DC, you heard feeder there, you got, Smiths, all that. We got a great feature, a new feature. We spoke to Karl in the week, and we worked out a new feature where people are going to give him sort of like problems to solve. There could be scenarios, there could be management scenarios at work, you know, problem solving, things like that, organising things. He's a very good organiser. So I'll tell you what happened. He's dropping Do We Need Him because he's getting fed up with scientists. He thinks there's a conspiracy and they're getting together and they're never going to lose an animal.
Right.
So he's just fed up with that. Rockbusters, we've got some great prizes.
Well, have you seen them yet?
No.
Be careful.
They're not going to be great,
I just peeked in, and all I'm going to say to you is, Fools and Horses Christmas Special?
Not the little one with the little car.
With the little car, yeah.
Brilliant. That is excellent. Karl, what have you got to say for yourself? Hold on, it was a rollover, wasn't it? Because you really mucked up Rockbusters last time. What was he doing? Saying FP for the whole thing. No, FD he was saying, and it was Frida Payne.
Have you written the clues down this week? Because that seems like an obvious way to improve this.
Yeah, I write the clues
A week before he couldn't remember what the answer was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, you learn by your mistakes and that.
You don't.
Well. So
So
yeah,
I'll give you a little taster, but we were having a...
Yeah, you actually do. You learn from you should learn from your mistakes. If you don't, then you're just going to commit the same ones again. And depending on what they are, that could be really bad. So, he said you don't, but I'm guessing he's talking strictly about Karl.
A pizza in a pizza establishment. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday?
yeah.
And
Thursday.
Learn by your mistakes and that.
you don't.
Well. So yeah,
I'll give you a little taster, but we were having a pizza in a pizza establishment. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday?
yeah.
And he was going, I'm a good organiser, I'm a good problem solver. Give me any scenario, right? Obviously he didn't say scenario. And I went, okay then, so you're the manager of this place, and there's a couple there, elderly couple, they're about 60. They've had a lovely meal. He went, yeah, right. I went, but the gentleman, he's got a little bit of a heart condition. He takes a pill after his meal, as he should, after meals. He's only taken Viagra.
Oh.
And now he's stuck in.
Wedged in?
Wedged in.
We've all been there.
It's gone, and it's stopping him getting out from the table. He said, what would you do? He went, what? He's stuck in because of his dick? I went, yeah. He went, right. He said, I'd use the situation, I'd make cash. I said, you're not going anywhere, do you want a pudding?
Right. Entrepreneurial, I like it, Karl.
And he went, so that's that sorted. I've got the job on that. Next, I went, okay. You won't believe it. Next day, there's a little problem in the toilets. Two gay men were having sex and they got stuck in each other. Yeah, yeah. He went, right. I'd say, is it the same fella as yesterday with the Viagra? If so, why was he let in again? He was on the door.
Yeah.
I went, it's not. It's too different. He goes, right.
Does his wife know he's cheating on him?
Yeah. He went, right, I'd go down. I'd go, and then he went, I'd say this isn't a restaurant problem, call an ambulance. Strictly speaking, not a restaurant problem, no.
But am I
Got a
right?
point.
Huh?
Am I right?
Well, I don't know.
Would you give me the job if say, like, you were the boss of that restaurant and you...
Do you know what I like about this? At no point did he say, Gervais, why are you being so mental?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would someone get stuck because they took Viagra by mistake, and two people would get stuck in each other?
But you've heard the stories from his past. That is a perfectly legitimate situation to find yourself in. If you grew up in his part of
What would you
Manchester.
do if there was two fellas with big heads and webbed feet, and they had a horse in a... Well, what I'd do is... What would you do? What did you do when you first saw them?
What, saw the
kids-
lads with the big heads and
Yeah, yeah.
that?
We should very quickly remind people, if they didn't listen to that particular show, they had webbed hands. Did they, or webbed feet?
Well, they had webbed hands
Right.
and big
And
heads.
enormous heads.
But
They
it
didn't
wasn't
know each
related.
other.
But they weren't related
I
to
know,
each
they
other.
were completely
No,
separate
but I'm
people.
Or they
saying like
weren't
the
related,
webbed
okay.
hands isn't due to the fact they've got a big head.
No, sure.
It's two different things. We're just unlucky.
Yeah.
No, hold on. If they weren't related and they both had webbed hands and big heads, I'm saying there was a condition that was related that had those two.
I don't think there was.
So what do you think the chances of that are? They're not related, and he goes, "Oh, you got a big head and webbed hands as well." Yeah, just a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, I honestly don't think it was related
Right.
because I've since seen the same problem again on another kid with a big head. His hands look good.
Okay.
Right. So you think the big head is just a separate issue?
Yeah, it's a totally different illness. It's like having a headache and a cold at the same time.
Right.
It's,
So
you know.
not always connected.
But the weird thing is, right, looking around in the week at weird stuff on the internet, there's this woman who's got a big head,
Oh yeah.
and she was fed up with it because when she was walking down the street, it was so big she couldn't hold it up.
Right.
Right?
She couldn't hold it up.
Oh God!
Okay.
Sorry, Ricky's laugh is killing me. He's back there snickering in the background. It's just getting to me. Because I'm trying to listen to Carl, but I'm starting to crack up because of Ricky himself. And then Carl brings in a new person with a big head.
But the weird thing is, right, looking around in the week at weird stuff on the internet, there's this woman who's got a big head,
Oh yeah.
and she was fed up with it because when she was walking down the street, it was so big she couldn't hold it up.
Right.
Right?
She couldn't hold it up.
Oh God!
Okay. Shut up.
So
She
when
couldn't hold it up.
when she was walking, her eyes were hurting because she had to sort of look up all the time because her head was that heavy. Her chin was sort of balanced on her chest.
Right. And she'd have to peek up. Yeah.
So she goes to the doctors, and this was after years and years, and said, I thought I could put up with it, but I can't. It's
How big was her head?
It's
I,
big.
think I don't know if it was like big because there wasn't a picture. I don't know if it was just big or a lot of bone, so it was heavy.
Very heavy.
Right, like the Elephant Man, just
So,
sort of
yeah,
outcrops.
right. So the doctor said, we can sort that out, but we'll have to take your head off.
Right.
Okay,
Listen
keep
to this.
going.
Listen,
Keep going.
because what you don't seem to understand is I have the same reaction to you when I see it.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
You're quizzical yourself.
So I looked at it. They took her head off, chipped away a bit of the bone, made her head lighter, put it back on.
Okay.
Right, play the Smiths. This is Ask.
Took a woman's head off.
Yeah, this is Ask by the Smiths.
And if you'd like to ask Carl something, details coming up soon.
Now I know why Ricky kept cracking up. It was getting more and more outrageous as it went along. It's hard not to crack up at Carl sometimes.
Yourself.
So I looked at it. They took her head off, chipped away a bit of the bone, made her head lighter, put it back on.
Right, play the Smiths. This is Ask.
Took a woman's head off.
Yeah, this is Ask by the Smiths.
And if you'd like to ask Carl something, details coming up soon.
His imagination, I tell you.
Ask by the Smiths on XFM 104.
I guarantee he read a story about, excuse me. Something similar to that and just punched in the details with his own mind. It's mind-boggling where he comes up with this stuff.
Ask by the Smiths on XFM 104.9. So, what's the email, Carl? If people want to ask you something, a problem, they've got a problem to solve. It can be anything. It could be a personal problem. It could be a scenario. It could be about. It could be about war.
Okay.
It could be anything. But
Or it could be more flippant, I suppose, and light-hearted.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, but I prefer stuff that I could
So you
sort
can get your teeth into.
and actually, sort out.
What, like war?
War is too. It's a bit big for me, that one.
Do you think?
I don't want to get into that.
What do you mean? If Tony Blair came to you and he went, Carl, listen, I'm having a bit of trouble here. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything. I've tried spin. I've tried being tough. I've tried backing down. I've tried getting other countries involved. They don't want to know. What do I do? What do I do? You don't know?
Tricky one. It is a
tricky one, yeah.
I don't worry about it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get in the bath, put a mattress on top of you. That's it.
Sorry, why are you doing that?
Ooh, slow down.
Why are you doing that?
That's what they say you do, isn't it? If it kicks off.
If what kicks off?
If there's a war and that, you get in the bath, put a mattress on top.
Right. Did they do that in the Second World War for 6 years?
Was that making bunk beds?
That's just what I read somewhere.
Yeah.
Is the bath full of water?
No. That'd be daft.
Okay.
I think they were enamel baths then, though. I think they'd stop a bit of shrapnel.
You had to think about it for a second. No. It took him a second on that one. Come on, play.
They were enamel baths then, though. I think they'd stop a bit of shrapnel. I think the plastic ones you get nowadays would probably melt on you.
Right.
And the mattress, where your dad has cut it in half, all the foam would come out and the springs would get you in the eye.
Oh, talking about my dad. Steve, you'll love this, right?
Go on.
My dad hates being ripped off, right?
Yes, well, no, I can relate to that. That's important.
Hates coming to London now. He always wants me to go and see them rather than come here, because he just thinks London is like a big rip-off.
Okay.
Last time he came, he got annoyed because I bought him a scone and a cup of tea for like 3 of us, and it was £14, and he just was livid. And then we had an argument about that. And then we went to the Millennium Wheel, and I said, do you fancy going on this? He said, oh, all right. And then he saw the price, and it was something like 20 quid or something. And he said, 20 quid to go up in the air to look at stuff that's on the ground. He said, I might as well stay on the ground.
Brilliant.
Right? Thought, good point.
His logic is impeccable.
So anyway, this is going on. Anyway, he spoke to me the other day. I said, how are things? Are they all right? And that. He said, oh, being ripped off. I said, why? He said he ordered, do you know the place where he got a new bed from because he cut the other one in half,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
He got this bed out of a catalogue. So he sorted out a payment on the phone. He said, look, you're ripping me off a bit here on the interest thing, but well, let's do a deal. We'll sort out a new monthly payment that's different to what it says in the catalogue. And they said, yeah, we'll go along with that. Anyway, so he sorted that out. He was happy. The bed arrived. It's a nice bed. He said, that's great.
Okay.
So anyway, he got the bill for it, and it was the original price.
Oh, I thought it might be.
Of course it was.
Right? So he called up and said, I'm not happy with this. He said, we said a deal. And I'm like, oh, no, don't know what you're talking about. He said, right, don't send me your catalogues anymore. He said, I'm not buying anything from you. You're a rip-off merchant. Right? So anyway, few weeks go by. Post comes. Only another catalogue in the post.
He's livid.
Right, so he was well annoyed.
Yeah.
So he looked on the back, and it said on it, this catalogue will always be property of, the company that does it. So you can't throw it away. If we request to have it back, we've got the permission to get it back off you, right? So he thought, right, well, they're out of order. I told them not to send me one, and they have done, and they're saying I can't chuck it away. So he called them up and said, all right, Mr. Pilkington here, bought a bed off you, you conned me, and that. But, forget that. We've dealt with that. You've sent me a catalogue, I told you not to. It says on the back here that this will always be yours, yeah? So, in a way, you're using my house as a warehouse. I'll be charging you 26 pence or something a day.
Brilliant.
He said, you already owe me £6.28. Something like that.
Genius.
And, sorted it out. So again, it's just...
So hang on, but are they going along with this?
I don't know what happened. He said they sounded annoyed and said they'd get back to him, and they haven't. But he said, I'm not bothered. They can take as long as they want because the money just keeps going up.
Yeah.
So,
what sort of profit has he made so far?
Well, when I spoke to him in the week, it was like £6 odd.
Yeah.
I think that was on Tuesday. So he's just leaving it. It's like an investment.
Yeah. It's like an antique. He's
it's just going up every day. So.
Well, keep us posted on that. That's dynamite. One day we need to speak to your father.
Yeah, I think so.
So many questions need to be asked of him.
In fact, I might sit and give you a letter to take home.
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Pilkington, your son Carl.
New single from Nick Cave, I think.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. That's the forthcoming single from Nick Cave from his album Nocturama. That's called Bring It On.
That's great. I must admit, I was a latecomer to Nick Cave.
He's extraordinary, yeah.
I mean, years into his solo stuff before, I decided that he was brilliant.
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
He's fantastic. I had some exciting news this week, Carl. You'll be pleased to find out. I'm worried that you might get a little bit jealous because it's obviously going to impact on your world quite strongly. Because I know you think you like things to be quite samey. You like the status quo to be maintained. You like the fact that in the past, we've had some crosswords. Because I remember. What did you think of me when I first walked in? When I first came in on the first day of XFM?
I don't know why you're making a big deal out of it, because I'm just being honest, though. I'm just being honest about a lot of people who see you for the first time sort of go, well, he's a bit weird.
I love that, Steve, that you brought it up. And then you're, again...
But I'm sure that wasn't what he said before.
No,
did
he
say
did.
Before he's a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he looked at you, and I knew. I could see by the look on his face. You know when you know your kid, and your kid's sort of scared of something, and they go, why's your kid? He goes, oh, he doesn't like pigeons or spiders.
Right.
It was like that. When I saw Karl, and I brought you in, and I went, what do you think of that, Karl? I could see the look on his face that he was disturbed.
Sure.
And then, as he said, you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you get used to it. And you have changed a little bit. Your hair's a bit smarter now, and you've got some nicer glasses and that, I think. Or I might just got used to it.
Well,
Doubling
don't
down.
bring it up, Steve. Don't look at me like that.
So you say that you think some other people in the office thought the same? Do you know that for sure?
Karl.
Did you discuss it?
Karl.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah.
Okay, leave it there then.
But not just in the office, as you walk through the building.
Oh, it's
done.
worse than you ever thought.
Well, no, it's not worse than I ever thought, because as you well know, Ricky Gervais, what did I do on Thursday morning?
Oh, is this the thing,
For those that perhaps are not of the female persuasion listening, there's a magazine. Apparently it sells quite well. It's one of the sort of female, issues magazines. I think it's called Company Magazine. It's like your sort of, I guess it's a bit like your Moore or your Vanity Fair or whatever. Anyway, they run every year the 50 most eligible bachelors in Great Britain section. Ding dong, hello. Who's in there this year? In the 50, in the top 50 of the entire country.
and then they vote, and they put them in order and see who's the most eligible bachelor.
But that's 50 people, right? It always annoys me slightly because bachelor, it kind of seems like a more sophisticated word for loser.
Yeah,
no. Which always sort of unnerves me
and also
slightly.
they try and do a different 50 every year, so they're getting pretty desperate to get different ones.
No,
it's not many,
no.
because also a lot of people who are sort of like successful, are married, so there's very little to.
No.
Go on, though.
There's a huge. I don't know if this is international. It could even be international. I'm not sure actually. So I could be up there with the likes of Justin Timberlake, etc. So Fred Durst.
Yeah,
that sort of person, So anyway, this is what's exciting, right? Although I'm slightly frustrated because they were telling me that last year, all right, because what happens is the readers of the magazine, they vote for who they think is number one most eligible bachelor, right? Last year, the prize was a 2-week trip in the Bahamas. Okay. This year, I'm rather annoyed because all I'm going to win is a moped. That's the prize this year. That's the prize this year. A moped.
Whoa! Backtrack.
What?
Sorry. Last year was a 2-week trip to Bahamas, and this year
just a moped. All I'm going to get is a moped.
All you're going to win is a moped.
Yeah,
you've got no chance. You've got no chance. Who else is in it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Lots of people you've never heard of. There was
Ricky got that right away, where he said all I'm going to win, instead of all I can win is a moped. He just assumes he's going to win it.
Bahamas, and this year
just a moped. All I'm going to get is a moped.
All you're going to win is a moped.
Yeah,
you've got no chance. You've got no chance. Who else is in it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Lots of people you've never heard of. I know Duncan from Blue.
Ding. So you're second to him at least already. I imagine you're going to come behind the other 49. So,
because there'll be people voting for me. They get to vote for me.
Yeah, Steve.
They'll see my photo and then they can vote for me.
Yeah, according to Heat, I was 22nd most sexy man in the world.
I better take that helmet back.
I would.
Good song.
AC/DC.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You took me all night long on XFM 104.9. Well, this show is a rocking.
It is.
Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. I came up with a new strand for Karl as well. He's always got, we've done, I don't think there's a week gone where we haven't mentioned an hairy kid.
A hairy child, you're right.
Yeah. And some related to a monkey and that. And I thought you could do a regular thing where he's got to come up with a story about an ape or a monkey, and it's called Chimpanzee. That.
Of course.
I have got one, but I can't remember it at the moment, so I'll just have to
It'll
think
come to you
about
whenever
that.
you join the
Yeah.
show. Well, listen, while you're thinking about that, while you're stewing on that, here's a problem that someone's emailed in. We're taking emails today. If you've got a problem, a concern, or, you know, just a general query that you think Karl could answer for you. It could be about anything. It could be about some of the big kind of philosophical questions.
Yeah.
It could
This
be
should be
something
good.
to do with war or famine, anything like that. Or it could just be a personal dilemma, you know, something that's happening locally. Anyway, this seems one that I think you and your father have probably come across this sort of dilemma in the past. And I'd be interested to know what your take is on it. Let me see, this is from Lee Matthews by the look of it. He says, he lives in a suburban area where the local teenagers also live on the same road, and they're running riot. They're smashing wing mirrors off the cars, they're crashing into parked cars on their skateboards, and they're just generally making mayhem, you know, night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, "Oh, piss off."
Imagine it's today. With everything that's going on these days, it'd be 50 times worse. Especially with they having the stabbings now out there because they don't have guns. They banning knives and swords. It's crazy.
So the kids
Or
don't
is
seem to
that-
give a damn.
Is that there or is that somewhere else I'm thinking of? That they're banning the samurai swords or katanas or whatever, machetes, anything longer than a kitchen knife, I think. That might be. I can't remember if that was where they're at or not. Somebody let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's get back into this.
Night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, "Oh, piss off." You know, the police are useless because they never catch them in the actual act of violence, which is what they got to do to apparently convict them. So they don't know who to turn to, really. It's rather like when a little old lady went and got the A-team, you know. At the beginning of the show.
You know, and he was dressed as an elderly Chinaman.
Exactly.
She knew who he was. Colonel Decker didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
You see, it's weird because now it has got out of hand. Do you know what I mean? Like years ago when I was growing up on the estate, yeah, you had problems, but not like you have now. Do you know what I mean? You know,
Summers were nice as well, weren't they?
well, it did seem that way, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right. And
Police are getting shorter and younger.
But you yourself kind of admitted in the past that you were something of a tearaway. You didn't do anything
but
like these
never-
kids
I mean,
here.
the thing is, I was scared that if I got caught doing it, my dad would go mad.
Yes.
And I remember smashing a car window by accident and legging it in the lounge and sort of pretending to go asleep on the settee.
Genius.
And I heard a knock at the door. and I
chloroformed
thought-
himself just to be unconscious when his dad came home.
And there was a knock on the door, and I thought, oh, God, this is the fella who saw me. I was chucking a stone in the air, seeing how high I could throw it.
Of course you were.
It came,
Did it keep landing on your head? That would explain a lot.
and, it came down.
Chucking a stone in the air, love
To
it.
see how far I could
It's
throw it.
brilliant.
So, you know, I wasn't bothering anyone.
Did you
by
invent that game?
that, right?
Did you get the stone for your birthday? Go and play with your stone.
He gave one to Suzanne.
Karl, go and play with your stone.
The thing is, right, and it came down at a funny angle, and it
Of course it did.
It ate the back of this car, and the back window is the most expensive because it has that heating thing in it,
Yeah.
in case you got a frosty window.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh God. So I legged it in, got on the settee, went to sleep, knocked at the door.
Genius. It's a brilliant plan. It's a brilliant plan. I couldn't be guilty. I'm asleep.
So
I love the idea.
So the thing is, our lounge used to sort of you could see in from the door, right? So this family who saw me do it saw me asleep on the settee, and my mum said, "Go and get the door," and I sort of went, "What?" as if I'd been asleep.
Yeah.
I went to the door, like rubbing my eyes, and the fella said, "What did you run off for? I saw you." I was like, "Oh no," and I didn't see my dad. I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings, so I went out so I didn't have to see my dad.
Okay.
And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid. That's all he said when he looked at me.
And then you fell asleep and he went, wake up. You know what I said? No, 45 quid.
Now the thing,
Karl.
Back then, that was a lot of money too. Even in the early 2000s, where they're at now, or where they're at in this, it's a bit chunk of change. But yeah, like I said, imagine today. It's 10 times worse. It doesn't matter where you're at. kids just run rampant, and parents don't seem to care.
See my dad, I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings, so I went out so I didn't have to see my dad. And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid. That's all he said when he looked at me.
And then you fell asleep when he went, wake up. You know what I said? No, 45 quid.
No, the thing,
Carl.
he didn't have to do anything.
£45, Carl. Now, I know you were saving up for a brick, but you can't have it.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? It's like, I knew I did wrong, and I was scared that my dad was going to belt me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll be more careful next time.
But that was clearly good parenting on the part of your father, because these young tykes, clearly they don't have the
what do you do?
the father
I
support.
don't even. I don't know
If you were living in that street, very quickly, what would you do? What would your approach be? If you were living in his street,
What if they'd come home, right, and they just vandalised all your pebbles, right, that you've been saving over the years, and just threw your gravel away? What would you do if they just...
I'd probably clout one of them.
so you'd use violence.
I think it's the only way sometimes.
Sometimes the only way.
I don't mean, really bad, but I'd show them that I'm not putting up with this.
Right.
And then the problem is you've got their family coming round, and they're probably quite
Go
out.
to sleep. If you hit a kid and the dad comes out, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just
Equally, if you're doing a bigger crime, a bank job or a murder.
Remember to take the stocking off your head, because if they wake you up and go, why have you got a stocking on your head? Just go, oh, I had a weird dream. It won't work.
It's like with our kid, right? He was. I told Ricky about this the other day in the pub, but it's.
Is this your brother?
It never, yeah.
Because he was a terror, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but it
He
was
did
more...
drive a tank down the high street once, didn't he?
Yeah, that's when he was in the army.
Yeah.
But
Another story.
But this time, I remember my mum and dad were going out right for the evening, and I must have been about 5, so our Mark was like probably 18 or something like that, 17, 16, 17, 18.
That's a gap.
So my mum and dad go out, and our Mark says to me, right, here's a deal, do your little deal. I'm going to have a load of women round.
Okay.
Right? Deal is, I'll let you have your tractor in the house.
Wow, he had a tank, you had a tractor.
but his brother didn't have the rocks that Carl had.
No.
So he needs the
So
tractor to put his toys
what kind
along.
of a man was he? He brought a bunch of women round.
So, yeah, there was loads but do you know when you're a kid, you don't think, oh, I know what they're up to. You're not bothered, are you? Do you know what I mean? As long as I've got my tractor, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I was.
He hasn't changed a bit.
But how many women did he have around? Was it just him and like a bunch of women?
Yeah.
Was it like, what's his name? What's his name? Look like Nedwell from Confessions.
Yeah.
Confessions of an older
Well, they all
brother.
just came round and had a
He
big
liked
orgy.
his women. Seriously, right? My mum and dad had to move because they got sick of women coming round saying, I've got a kid and it's your Mark's. They had to move because it got that bad.
Did you hear, when you were playing on a tractor and there was women running back and forth in underwear, did you ever hear this noise? Did you ever hear that?
Or kind of wow, 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow. And just see your brother's arse disappearing down the thing
exactly.
being chased by a butcher. Did you ever?
It's not important, is it?
Is that what it's going to be like, do you think, when I'm voted #1 most eligible bachelor in Great Britain?
Yeah, and you're coming on your moped.
I mean, no, how am I going to get a tractor?
You guys ready up this week?
Chewing brakes, painkiller. Open brackets, summer rain, close brackets.
Okay.
On XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Rockbusters?
Is it that time?
It is indeed. Last week, of course, it was a disaster.
Yep, every Saturday at 16 minutes to 2, we do Rockbusters.
I have to say that I've not really gone through them, but the prizes look exactly the same as they were last week.
Yeah.
There's that T-shirt.
So it's a
There's
rollover,
still-
but you haven't added to it.
Have you not
The
added
point of a
anything to
rollover
this?
is you've got to add to it. That's the excitement.
Yeah,
not
there's a couple of albums that were...
Okay, well, there's also
Okay.
the Fools and Horses video with the free...
I don't think... I'm bloody jealous of that. I like that little yellow thing.
It's a little, there's a little kind of model three-wheeled van.
Rodney, you plonker.
Oh, dear.
What's that?
This is what looks to be some kind of best of the stereo MCs.
Don't call me a plonker, you wanker.
The David Attenborough DVD collection.
Oh, Unc shit himself again.
Oh, yeah,
What
the big
is
prize
wrong
that
with
we
Ricky?
tried to give away now. Best chill out album.
Cassandra.
What in the
Who is that
world?
supposed to be an impression of? Which member of the cast is that?
Oh.
Is that Cheeky Dell?
I don't know.
Best chill out album ever, the best air
Brilliant.
guitar volume 2, and of
Brilliant.
course for all our fans, Doctor Who, The Aztecs.
Okay.
That's on DVD, and that's one of the William Hartnell Doctor Who. All right, that's the worst impression I've ever heard. That's brilliant.
That's supposed to be an impression.
Right, three cryptic stuff. Oh, come on.
Right.
Rodney,
Yeah.
Three. I can't do it.
No, come on.
Right, three cryptic clues.
some of which may be wrong.
Yeah, and don't take the letters literally.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
And some initials, and it makes up a band. So here we go then. There's three of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yep.
Right, here we go then.
Sure.
Number one. The weather stinks, doesn't it?
The weather stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's R.
That's all.
Right.
The weather stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Second one. Look, Gran, just get on the boat and help us out.
All right, give us that again.
Look, Gran, just get on the
Okay.
boat and help us out.
Look round, just get on the boat and help us out. What's the
Yeah.
initial?
R again.
R again, interesting.
Yeah. And then the third one, if you're going to do that with your drink, I'd let it settle for a bit before you open it. CK.
CK.
All right.
Once more?
So quickly, all the way through then. Number one, the weather stinks, doesn't it? That's R.
Canon.
Look, Gran, just get on the boat and help us out, will you?
That last one, I'm thinking Shaka Khan. Say it slower. Shake a can. Shaka Khan. That's what I'm thinking for the last one. The other two, I'm not real sure about. Of course, with Carl's clues, I hardly ever get them right, so that could be even wrong. Anyway, let's keep going.
All right.
Once more?
So quickly, all the way through then. Number one, the weather stinks, doesn't it? That's R. Look, Gran, just get on the boat and help us out, will you? That's R as well. And then the last one, if you're going to do that to your drink, I'd let it settle for a bit before you open it. CK.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Right, we'll have a bit of vinyl.
Let's have a classic from
Right.
the Merchant Collection.
Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, all right, Carl?
All right.
What's the matter?
Just, you know what's the matter,
What?
Should I explain?
if you want.
I'm sort of an independent adjudicator, and I couldn't help but notice that you both went out to make the teas, but only one of you came back with a wig made out of that poppy stuff that you pack.
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap, yeah.
And he didn't want me to do it with sellotape, so I kind of did it with elastic bands that I found. Apparently it hurt his ear, it's cut into his head, and look at him, he's annoyed. I don't know.
There's not many times I've ever done, any form of work really, where halfway through it, let's say a 2-hour live radio show, one of the people has said to the other, "Can I make out of this big cardboard box a bishop's hat for you?"
Well, I did that, and
And start fashioning that
and
when you should be
and the
concentrating on the
sellotape
show.
hurt his eyebrows. So when we went to the kitchen, I kind of did it with elastic bands, and that was cutting into his ear or something. I don't know, making excuses. Oh,
Carl, you are here for Ricky Gervais's amusement. I think if you check the small print of your contract,
have you got anything interesting about a monkey or an ape, so we can do chimpanzee that?
I know something that a lot of other people will know, but I'll
Well, let's do it then.
chimpanzee, what's it called again?
Where should we do a jingle?
Well, do a little jingle for us then.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
Brilliant. That's great.
Right.
So I look forward to that every week.
Yeah.
And what's
Go
the
on, what's the
interesting
interesting
chimp fact?
Right, it's about this monkey ages ago.
Of course.
Don't know where it happened.
17th century?
I think it was a chimp. Right.
Right.
Got caught having a fag. You know it.
What do you mean, do I know it? Oh, narrow it down. Loads of chimps are caught with woodbines.
Right.
Got caught having a fag.
So it was sent to court, and
Was it underage?
it was
And it got someone to go into the newsagent for him.
Did he get a bigger gorilla
Yeah,
to go
got a
into the
bigger
newsroom
gorilla.
to get 20 Rothmans?
it ended up doing time
Okay.
because it was
Go
smoking
back a minute.
something.
Wait a minute.
Well, I mean-
Whoa.
No, I don't know that's as much as I know, so there's no point questioning.
That is as much as you know, isn't it? Quite literally.
Sorry, but why did you go to prison?
It's against the law to have a monkey having a fag. Wherever it was.
In a built-up area. What are you talking about? It's against the...
So, who gave it to him? That's the question, is who gave it to the monkey, because obviously he didn't buy it on his own. Anyway, this sounds like the birth of Monkey News, which is a great feature that was integrated in with the animated series. That's what this sounds like, anyway.
The chimp, right? Got caught having a fag.
Ricky's laugh kills me every time.
What do you mean, do I know it? Oh, narrow it down. Loads of chimps are caught with woodbines.
Right?
Got caught having a fag.
So it was sent to court, and
Was it underage?
it was.
And it got someone to go into the newsagent for him.
Did he get a bigger gorilla to
got
go
a
into the
bigger
news
gorilla.
age and get 20 Rothmans?
It ended up doing time because it was.
Go back a minute. Wait a minute.
What I mean-
Whoa.
No, I don't know. That's as much as I know. So there's no point questioning.
That is as much as you know, isn't it? Quite literally.
Sorry, but why did he go to prison?
It's against the law to have a monkey having a fag.
Okay.
In a built-up area. What are you talking about? It's against the law for a monkey to have a fag. What if he got it himself? Even if it just... What about if it earned it himself, just like moving tyres round or mucking out the
honestly,
zebras?
I don't know the full story.
You don't know the full story, do you?
But do you think?
You never do,
Because I
do you?
presume it was a monkey from a zoo, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be fed up, though? Because in a way, it's home from home, isn't it? When I read it, I didn't think it was that bad because I just
Carl,
thought, well,
they don't put monkeys in prison.
They didn't put the monkey in a prison.
They're overcrowded. They haven't got the space.
Well, I'll find it and give you the where I got it from. And you
Chopper Harris was furious because the monkey got the top bunk.
Yeah.
can I just?
And he did. Okay, then. Oh, chimpanzee that. Another one next week.
I don't think so. Rockbusters, right? Can I just recap?
Yeah, because actually, I have to say, you've really stumped people this week.
Yeah.
Well, either that or they just can't be bothered
wrong.
anymore.
Well, oh, they're wrong again.
No, right.
I think the prizes are so pitiful they can't be arsed.
Let me just explain it again, just in case they don't understand it. It's a cryptic clue, right? And it makes up a band, and the initial that I
Sometimes.
give you is the initial that the band or the artist starts off with. So last week, I can't remember, but we did AK, an exploding pet, atomic kitten. That explains it. So very quickly, number one.
No, last week
Right.
we did FP. That you gave out the clue. FD. Free to pain.
Yeah, it was an error. So the
They're all
first
right
one,
this week, though, are they?
yeah, the weather stinks, doesn't it? That's the cryptic clue, and the letter is R. Number two.
That's the rainy smell, boys.
Right. Look, Gran, just get on the boat and help us out, will you? That's R as well. And the last one, if you're going
That's rigging nanny.
if you're going to do that to your drink, I'd let it settle for a bit before you open it. That's CK.
Right.
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. Plus, keep your problems and queries coming in for Carl. We've got another one as well, which I'd like to give you after the next track, Carl, if I may. All right?
All right.
You've got a problem, haven't you?
What with? Oh yeah.
Listen to this, Carl.
Let's play a record. Let's come back with this.
It's an amazing problem.
Okay.
It's a god-awful small affair.
Wow. You're getting celebrities asking me questions now, Carl. It's David Bowie. Is there life on Mars? Do you reckon?
I reckon there's more going on than just us messing about. I reckon.
I hope so.
I think.
Tell Steve your problem that you aired to me.
Well, do you know, like I'm always thinking about stuff when I'm washing up.
Okay.
I'm just going to look at Steve for the reaction when this question comes out. Okay.
There's been a few things I've been thinking about. Do you know, like how I tried to confuse a computer by putting in Y in the search engine?
Yeah.
So, along the lines of that, I was thinking in the week, if you put a chameleon on a mirror, what would happen? and also, this is a bit of a bigger issue. We're always making more and more stuff, right? In the world, you know, big buildings, big planes, big boats, and that. Will we ever get to a point where all this is too heavy for the world to handle?
Right, what error has he made there, Steve? What physical, scientific error has he made there with that question?
I can't begin to explain
its own
it.
gravity.
Carl, we're not getting the rocks from other planets. It's already here. It's like having a big pile of books in a room and then moving them over to the other side of the room and build a thing going, oh, can the room take it? I'm building a lot of things out of these books.
What about plastic? Where's that come from?
Other chemicals that existed on the planet.
Yeah.
Do you see the point?
Hang on a minute, though.
He's
What about a little tree? You plant that as an acorn, it grows, Rick. That's bigger. That's more stuff.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him, Carl. He's patronising
What about
you.
acorns and that, though?
Right, they grow from minerals and proteins already in our atmosphere or in our
they're in the soil.
the mass of Earth.
What about a cat, Carl? Right, you get it. It's a very tiny kitten, but it grows up and it's bigger.
Carl, he's doing it on purpose.
Elephants.
They're very small to begin with, but they get bigger and bigger and bigger until they get heavier and heavier.
Mind you, dinosaurs have gone.
You know, but you, famously that's how Atlantis disappeared. You know, you've heard of the legend of Atlantis. Have you heard of the legend of Atlantis?
I think so.
This was a city that existed. It's proven, right? And what happened was they just kept buying stuff in mail order. They just kept ordering
Mail
stuff,
order.
like the king and stuff. Just kept ordering stuff in mail order. He brought girls across,
Carpets, lot of carpets.
Carpets. He kept buying TV set, big screen TVs and stuff like that. And eventually,
He bought up all the myrrh that the wise men didn't want.
yeah, he just because he's from like olden times, and he
Okay.
just kept buying stuff crazy. Like he was just a shopaholic basically.
Mental it was.
And he was ludicrous. It was like, and in the
it was
end,
too
it just
heavy.
sunk. It just sunk.
Too heavy.
And it just sunk.
So, to the earth, the more planes we
Okay.
build, the more trees we let grow from acorns.
And more than that, what about all the people that are overeating?
there's only
you
one
know,
thing
Rick
to do.
Wallace in this world.
I think we've got to kill off endangered species and burn trees. That's the only way the earth can survive. You mental. Right, what are you doing?
Right.
Okay, look, quick query for you. This is from Jay. He's got a problem here. He says, my parents won't let me ditch my studies. He's currently reading modern languages at London University.
Sure.
He wants to follow his dream, but his parents won't let him, of being a dancer. Carl. Worse than that, he says that they're trying to arrange a marriage to a bunch of minging daughters of people they know from good families. He doesn't know what to do. So he's got the arranged marriage coming along, and he's also got, he basically wants to be a dancer. His parents are forcing him into something more
Well,
practical.
the first thing, right, I don't think
Live your dreams?
the arranged marriage thing is such a bad idea,
Okay,
because I think too many people go on looks,
right.
and then you soon get bored of that, and you find out the person who you're knocking about with is actually not your type.
Why don't you arrange marriages for people?
Well, I'm just saying, right, so I'd say, Jay, go along with that. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, if they're really ugly, then, don't go along with it, but if they're half bad,
Yeah.
put up with it. That's all right. The dancing,
Brilliant.
right,
That's that solved.
Brilliant.
I wanted to be a dancer. After I did the boxing, right, I joined a dancing thing just near Man United's ground, right, called Twiggies. Went along, I wanted to learn some moves. And
How old were you?
Well, it was when Michael Jackson was, pretty big, so about 83, 84, 85, something like that, around there. Wanted to do it. When I went, it was shut, and I'd become like a warehouse for toilet rolls. So in a way, I wonder what would have happened.
Sorry. How is that an anecdote about you going through dancing? You've told me before you did boxing for a while and you did dancing for a while. You had a true fight in the boxing. You didn't even get in the. That's not an. Imagine if that was a film. This is a boy's dream of becoming a dancer. Oh, it's shut. Next on. I mean, how is that a story?
Yeah, that was Billy Elliot. Do you think he won quite as many awards?
Yeah, brilliant. Footloose. All right,
Yeah.
I'm fed up. They've banned it. Let's go. Eyes shut. Just flash dance. First, there was. It's a warehouse. Never mind.
I'm just saying, you'll find something else. I think I got a go-kart after that. I bought a motorised go-kart and kept myself busy with that. So. There's always other
Just
things.
think, Alan Bennett has to sit down and really sweat over his stories.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth.
You are a living Alan Bennett character.
So that's
So that's solved. Well, Jay, don't worry about that. There's no emotional problems I can foresee if you follow that advice.
So the advice
Side
there is do an arranged marriage.
if she's not
If she's not
ugly.
minging,
Yeah.
she's not completely minging.
Yeah.
And don't worry about dancing. Get a go-kart. Cheers.
Great.
Right.
Keep your problems coming in.
Let's keep slipping down. I don't know why.
Truth Rest Your Head by Gene on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. While I was with Karl in that restaurant, while I was giving him the problems, the old fella with Viagra and the two fellas making love in the cubicle, we came up with a new idea, because he's dumping Do We Need Him, as I say, 'cause he thinks the scientists have got together, they're never going to wipe out a limpet or a slug. They think they're good, but they're not that good. This is people that are lauded as great minds, right? And Karl has brought them down.
He's taken issue with them.
Like what? He went, right, great thinkers, and I went, okay, then Sir Isaac Newton, the father of modern physics. He went, is he the fellow with the apple? I went, yeah. He went, there again, see? Why do I need to know that the Earth sucks us towards it, gravity? He said, if I was floating around, it would be a problem. I'd ask his opinion.
Right.
I went, what about Einstein?
point.
He went, again, I've never needed, and this is what he said, I've never needed MC squared in my life. The fella who invented the video, I watch one a day.
You know what I mean, though? Give credit where credit's due.
Right.
And I think that a lot of this stuff that was invented, like when we were talking about inventions, you know, I started to look in books and that, finding stuff out. And there was some fella who got a mention on an invention site just because he came up with the fishbowl.
Okay.
And it's like, is it that hard?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's clearly a bowl.
Sorry, you're not putting him in the same category as Newton and Einstein, are you?
He was on the same list. Einstein was on there. It was saying about him doing that. And Newton with the apple. And who else was in there? Da Vinci, whatever. He was
Leonardo
on
da
there.
Vinci.
Yeah. Is he the one who did Mona Lisa as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it took him 12 years to paint the lips. I don't think that's that good. Like, it takes that long. I saw, you know, when you think, saw Tony Hart do like an Aborigine man with a elephant in the background in about 3 minutes.
Aborigine. An Aborigine?
Well,
Really? And an elephant?
So what about some of the big names?
Well,
Just
go on, then,
what's your first reaction when I say some big names from history?
Go on.
Gandhi.
Again, what did he do?
Good point.
Right.
Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Good point.
But yeah, all right. Do you understand what he represents?
Well, go on, tell me, and then I'll tell you if he deserves to
But you
be
know,
mentioned.
his whole kind of attitude towards peaceful protest. You know, it's quite a sort of modern idea. You know, very much the forefather of the '60s movement. You know, where people would sort of sit in, and protest. You know,
Steve. Right, look at the glazed look on his
Did
face.
I lose him on Gandhi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
Pick
it's
someone
not.
else, do someone else.
Pick someone.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Well, someone you know about. That's obviously. Let's think. A great thinker. Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
Right, yeah, he's alright.
Brilliant. Thanks. What about
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm thinking more your modern day, like your Richard Bransons and that. Who,
Okay.
like, you know...
I would. To be fair, I wouldn't put Branson up there with Gandhi
Christ, Newton,
Christ.
Einstein?
But why?
Stephen Hawking.
because he's mainly known for having a beard and a funny jumper. To be honest, you have to start including Noel Edmonds.
That's Noel Edmonds. Yeah, you're getting confused there.
But Branson's a businessman. He's not one of the great sort of scientific
But
minds
I
or
think in
philosophical
time,
thinkers.
right, in time... it
Whereas
would have
Clive
worked out.
Sinclair, in his little car on his way to work, brilliant.
No, but in time, there's certain things, like the apple falling off a tree.
Right.
Whoever was sat there would have gone, that's a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? It's just that they were there first.
But to be fair, Christ instigated 2,000 years of religion based on his teachings. Richard Branson, to be fair, he did launch Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells.
Yeah,
They're
see
not
the
quite
difference?
comparable.
It depends what you get impressed by, doesn't it? Suzanne's always saying...
Maybe Newton was there. He was coming up with a brilliant theory, like amazing. He was probably inventing the helicopter.
Carl makes a good point. He said it depends on who you're impressed by, as to whether you think they're a great person. I get that. It's if you're not impressed by someone's work, you're not going to consider them great. And yeah, it's like he said with Gandhi. He didn't know what he did, and Gandhi spread his seed all over the world. He said he had more children than he could shake a stick at. Or rather, more that were created by him. We'll put it that way. But in that, too, he was a powerful leader. If I remember right.
Branson, to be fair, he did launch Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells.
Yeah,
they're
see
not
the
quite
difference?
comparable.
See,
It depends what you get impressed by, doesn't it? Suzanne's always saying...
Maybe Newton was there. He was coming up with a brilliant theory, like amazing. He was probably inventing the helicopter, right? The apple hit him in the head, and he went, "The Earth's sucking me. The Earth's sucking me." Do you know what I mean?
Could have happened. But, so, you know, my girlfriend's always saying, you know, what impresses you?
Yeah.
You know, because she was saying the other day, do you want to go to Egypt? And I said, no, not really.
No.
She goes, well, don't you want to see the pyramids?
Not interested.
It's like, I've seen them on the telly.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
are they going to be that much more amazing when you see them in real life?
Good point. How did you ever move out of your street in Manchester?
But hang on, no, sorry, I'm interested to know because this is something that that he came up with, and this is someone that loves him and that he respects. So I'm interested to see what was your answer to what impresses you.
I don't think I did answer it. I just said, you know, the odd
You
thing.
just said I'm asleep.
Little things. Little things like
Great
I
call
ran
back.
home the other night and said, "Oh, I've just learnt something today." She goes, "Go on." And do you know Lego bricks?
Oh yeah.
The name came about because some kid's mum, the kid was messing with the bricks, and she said, "Let go of them and come and have your dinner."
Play record.
It's got to be rubbish.
Okay.
It's got to be
Play
rubbish.
It's always rubbish, isn't it?
Wait, they're Scandinavian for a start. So, well, there is no. Let go. Boys are back in town. Thin Lizzy, what a classic.
Beautiful.
Carl, should that be our anthem?
Good
Me, you, and
song.
Steve, eh? Eh? Yeah.
Can I just get a couple of bits of admin out of the way?
Go on.
We've had an email from Peter Goff. He has said, "Where is Richard Anderson?"
Where is
he only
Dickers?
tunes in to listen to him.
Where's
and it's absolutely
Dickley?
fair
Where's
enough.
little Dicky Docker?
Right.
Little Dickie Anders has not emailed in. If you don't listen normally, Anders is our biggest fan.
He
Normally he's got
loves
some-
us. I just absolutely
But he's
thinks the
normally
world
got
of...
a little bit of constructive criticism,
Oh,
which
right,
we
no,
always
he's
appreciate.
not. Yeah, we're open to that. Sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
So-
Robert, you! I'm gonna shove this up your...
So if Dickie Anders is listening, then he might want to get in touch. Also, dear Ricky, I've developed a bit of a fetish for the way you say "winnersh" in your hit sitcom The Office. I'm trying to get my fiance to say it, but he hasn't quite mastered it yet. Anyway, we're getting married in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks' time. Could you please say "winnersh" on air as a sort of early wedding
it's
present?
becoming one of the most popular requests at weddings now, me saying Winnersh. So, Winnersh. There's a few I didn't get in. Fatcham. Shinfield.
Okay.
So, there's a Woodley.
There you are.
There you go.
That's beautiful. That's keeping them happy. Good luck to them. That's that's a leopard. I saw one of those stupid email names. If you're going to email us, at least mention your name, because otherwise makes me sound like a
A
fool.
leopard, the original name for a giraffe.
Interesting. Thanks for that.
Whereas Lego was
Yes.
invented when a mother had sent someone to get some, though there's no name for them. She went, "Can you go and get some?" There was a gap. He went, "Oh yeah, I'll go and get some," because they weren't called anything. Brought them back, started playing with her. And then she went, "Look, give me those." He went, "No." She went, "Lego, you idiot."
Yeah, the actual explanation, various people have emailed us in or phoned in now. The company was set up in 1934. It's a Danish company, obviously.
Yeah.
Lego comes from the Danish words leg got, which means play well, and it was later discovered that it was also a Latin phrase that meant I study or I put together.
Okay.
That's the actual... where did you get that from?
But the thing is, you see, that's where learning's got to be interesting, because if it even started like that, I'd just go, "I'm not interested." I'd be looking for...
Oh, so if a fact may be true, but it's just not good enough.
it's not interesting enough for you.
not interesting enough.
Okay, another quick
Right.
dilemma for you.
So
Yeah,
if,
point,
if
yeah.
Newton would have said, apples are attracted to our heads, be careful, they attack you, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Total bollocks, but you'd have been interested, therefore, in all modern physics. All right?
Here's another dilemma for you, a quick one from Kate. She says that she's a single woman, she's 6 foot tall. Recently, she's found herself being approached by men of, let's say, restricted height, and she's not desperate, but is it ever acceptable in her, she wants to know now, is it ever acceptable for a taller lady to go out with a person of restricted growth? What do you think about that? If you see that on the street, do you think it looks bizarre, do you think it looks odd, or
So a
should she just go
6
with
foot
it?
woman with,
Someone of a dwarfish persuasion.
we can't say sort of that or the midget word, but I
can't
mean,
say that, no,
as a little fella.
Yeah. Is that, so there's a noticeable difference in their height. Is that ever a problem, do you feel?
She's 6 foot, he's 3'4".
Yeah.
If I saw it, I'd just think she's doing it... you
Okay,
know.
okay, let's not do this now.
No, come on, she's doing it what?
No, for attention, in a way. Because there's loads of
See,
other
I
people...
told you, Steve.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just I mean, Is that serious?
I think so.
Well, I mean, if whatever
they
makes you happy.
Please don't ask Karl
No,
these
but
sort
do you
of
know what I mean?
questions.
If it makes her happy, then do it. But in a
Right.
way, you're not going to have a normal life.
Oh, God.
No, but you're not, because they're going to get sick.
I'm
There's no
so
point bringing
sorry.
trouble onto yourself.
Karl does not necessarily reflect the opinions
Of
the
anybody
management.
else in the world.
Right.
Hold on. This woman, she doesn't live in a forest in a little cottage, does she? She hasn't got long black hair and wears a sort of...
She says the guy she's going out with is a miner. In a
Really?
crystal mine, yeah. And he just sings all day on his way
Has
to
he
work.
got 6 mates?
Apparently so.
Okay, what do you think of that, Karl?
I'm still sorry, I wasn't listening. I just was thinking about.
Someone
it.
just called up and called him dopey,
Yeah.
didn't they?
I mean, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Why? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you today?
I'm just saying.
What, you're fed up with people taking issue with some of the stupid things you say? Lego was invented by a mother going, Lego of that. What are we going to do with all the buildings? The earth might collapse. What do you expect people to say? Even our listeners know you're talking rubbish, and some of those aren't allowed to wear socks. I mean...
Listen, right. Last week when I did Do We Need 'Em, do you know when I called up one of the museums in a science museum?
Yeah, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I wanted to tell you before when the song was on, but you're so busy listening to it.
Yeah,
that I've got to-
was I so busy listening to a song I was playing?
Yeah, but we're doing a radio show, aren't
All right,
we?
what's your point?
Well, I just wanted to say she emailed in to say I got her name wrong, so I'm just apologising for that.
What did you just call her?
I think I called her Jessica.
What was her name?
I don't know, I've got it on email somewhere.
Well, this is not an apology.
No, I'm
You've
just
got
saying.
it wrong again.
You haven't said her real name. How is that an apology?
Well, I remember, I read the
Right.
email, so, yeah, I
But who are you apologising to?
think her name's Jackie, I think.
Oh, you've got it wrong again, haven't you?
Well, anyway, and she just said if you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
one that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? Went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Right.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So,
Do you work for them? Because that was a pretty big sell.
Right.
well, I just thought I'd mention
You
it.
could work that over to quite an advert, I imagine. Brilliant. Karl, you're fed up, aren't you? Because you had to get up early.
Well, that's another thing. But will we give out the answers for?
Let's do that after we've played the next tune. I have to say that I'm wondering if Rockbusters, like Do We Need 'Em, is beginning to run its course, because
Yeah.
this week we've had very, very few right answers. I think you're just getting too
Okay.
Yeah,
complicated.
because his clues and his answers are rubbish. Why don't you start doing proper ones?
These are good. We started off easy. If
I
you
don't know,
remember.
I think some of them are a bit tortuous.
They
But
don't
anyway,
work. Some of them don't work.
Come up with some stuff then.
let's play a tune.
Well, I have.
And we'll come back with the Rockbusters answers in a second.
Still stuck on the first
come up
two.
with anything.
The last one I'm pretty sure is Shaka Khan. Or as he would say,
Great
Shaka
biggest-
Khan.
1-800-SUICIDE. It's a good tune, that. I've always enjoyed it.
XFM 104.9. Well, that's nearly it from Ricky Gervais. That's me, Steve Merchant.
One of the 50 most eligible bachelors in Britain. I hope people as well, if you buy Company Magazine, if there's any ladies listening, every week, of course, I've played you a song for the ladies, and I hope now that you'll be able to return the favour and maybe vote for me. Buy Company Magazine, vote for me, so I become 50, the number one
That's
eligible
seriously,
bachelor.
it wouldn't mean anything then, would it?
What do you mean?
Well, it wouldn't mean anything then, would it? If they voted you and you got into the top 30, it wouldn't mean anything because you've asked them to do it.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Because it means that they care for me enough, and then they are impressed and charmed by enough that they've actually made that effort. That's beautiful. It's a
I think
beautiful
that
gesture.
would ruin it.
Well, let's wait and see what the results are.
Do you think? What do you? I mean, just I mean, getting off that, because we don't want Steve to use as a platform to get in the top 48. He's bound to beat a couple of people.
Right.
But what do you think of him now, Karl? Now you've known him for these many years. What do you think of his looks objectively now that you've known him? Can you remember what you first thought?
Like I say, he's changed a bit. He's sorted himself out a bit.
Yeah.
Looks a bit better.
How? What's he done? What's he
I
done?
don't know. His hair's better.
Yeah, what was it before?
It was just a bit nothingy. Do you know what I mean? It was like just like if you just let your hair grow and do its own thing. Whereas now it's got a style.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it looks good.
Glasses, he's changed.
His glasses are stylish.
Yeah.
Just stay sat down.
Right, Rockbusters.
Some people like tall men.
Yeah, go on.
That's right. First one. The weather stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was R, which was rainbow.
Okay.
Right?
Rainbow?
Like rain is the weather, and it smells like body
Bow?
odour. Body odour. They
So
say,
it's
oh,
B.O.
It's B.O. That's
It's pronounced
B.O.W.
Well, yeah, but you've got to play.
It's not pronounced bow, and it's not spout bow.
Who calls it bow? Everyone knows it's B.O.
Well, you don't care. You don't care that doesn't work.
Well, they got it. So again, as long as
One
they're getting
person got
as
it,
long as
Carl.
they're getting it.
One person got it. Of all the emails, one person got it.
Second one. Look, Gran, just get on the boat, will you, and help us out.
Go on.
That was R. That was Ronan, right?
Okay.
Ronan, who's Ronan?
Ronan.
Who's Ronan?
Ronan Keating.
But he's known as Ronan Keating.
No, it's
Okay.
not. No, it's not anymore though. He's gone on his own, hasn't he? He's just known as Ronan.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. It's Ronan Keating.
He's always been known as
Okay.
Ronan Keating.
All right.
So that doesn't work like that. Go on.
Third one.
Next.
If you're going to do that to your drink, I'd let it settle for a little bit before you open it. That was CK.
What?
Shaka Khan.
I
Shake a
thought
can.
it. I thought it. So
If you're going to shake, you can.
I actually got one right.
This is the worst competition ever.
So
It's Chaka.
have you got? a
It's
winner?
Chaka. It's Chaka.
Yeah.
It's Chaka Khan.
Shake a can.
No, Chaka Khan.
What you got?
Chuck a can might have worked. To throw a can.
You got all three right then.
Well,
because basically what happened was people
We're
just
stopping this.
emailed in 3 guesses.
We're stopping
and
this.
The guesses that were right came from Mandy Thompson in Hendon.
let's ruin
but
that one.
frankly,
Then. Well, that's run that into the ground. That's doing Eden ruined.
No, we can't
That's-
just bin everything
that's,
on
that's,
1 week.
That's. I don't think we're going to get that. Oh, they're not as good as they think they are because you've only picked on Newton Einstein. You don't know anyone else. You don't know who Gandhi is.
Right.
Chimpanzee. That you've run out of.
I did like the jingle for that though.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
That was a great jingle.
Yeah,
But sadly, we won't be able to use that again.
So who's won anyway?
Well, it was Mandy Thompson I mentioned, but as I say, she guessed, so I mean, she can have the prizes. She's welcome to them. But
There you go.
I think we should knock it on the head, Carl. Maybe you should come up with something
Yeah.
new.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's still got a few weeks in it.
I think we should take some time off.
Well,
Yeah. What about, like, the foreseeable future?
Don't know.
song
does
for
that
the
sound?
lovers. Do you want to just play
A song
that?
for the ladies. Listen, you know what? I think it's maybe the March issue of Company magazine. Buy that. Top 50 most eligible people. There's probably an address or a phone number to call. And here's another song for the ladies, maybe just to charm you further. Tom the Model by Beth Gibbons and Rustin Man.
Carl, say
And current
goodbye and
album.
say it nicely, like you're happy.
See you later.
Is that the best you can do?
See you later. This was an interesting episode. Like I said, it sounds like the beginning of Monkey News, which was a great feature in the animated series. It's different things that Carl came across having to do with monkeys or chimps or anything like that. Anyway, I thought this was a great episode. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on it in the comments. Let me know what else I got to check out, and I will get there as soon as I possibly can. If you're still here and haven't done so yet, please hit the like and subscribe buttons before you go. It goes a long way towards supporting the channel. It really helps out my algorithm. That being said, that is just about going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this episode of the Ricky Gervais Show with me, and I hope to see you on the next video. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.